We've destroyed our attention span as slaves to the point when we become irritated when studying takes more than 5 minutes. Don't be concerned, besties. I've got you, and I'll take care of you. I will not only keep this video brief and to the point, but I will also provide advice you've never heard before. Many of you are now taking final exams or, following that, beginning school or university. As such, this video will be quite useful, especially considering you are studying one of the most challenging aspects of it, namely that the procedure is so slow. Thus, here are a few easy methods to make studying easier and quicker. Step 1. Begin by researching the answers. First, if you're someone who uses the internet, assemble all of the questions at the conclusion of each topic and jot down all responses that might come from textbooks, practice books, quizzes, tests, lectures, and examinations on the answers. My mother taught me this when I was in primary school, which I have done throughout my life and will use in university while taking classes. To begin, research the answers you intend to learn and then skip to the questions from your textbook or purchase individual exercise books by subject. I find that I get a really thorough overview of the subject I'll be studying. Second, many responses are in point form, which is quite simple to understand, and finally, you can quickly detect which key aspects of each topic are highlighted. If you're having a good time, tell them right away. Please subscribe if you like this video so far, and the most important themes I've seen, such as in this video, are that disciplines, such as biology or history, are dependent on processes, which can be quite lengthy. High. You may do this for topics like math. Examine the answers to get a feel for what's important in the topic, but this isn't as effective because you need to learn the fundamentals first. Before you begin, learn everything step by step. You can even comprehend the responses, so the next step in terms of spending more time studying faster is to grasp it. Topic ensures learning the fundamentals. I know everyone says that, but how do you do it? Do it, and why should you grasp it? Topic ensures grasp it. Basics by learning by reading through the subtopics, goals, and examples of the first ensure that you understand the topic ensures a receding topic, and if you become bored topic, impatient, quickly update older material. Then, try using websites such as brilliant.org. Fantastic, let us compare these two strategies for learning mathematics. Which one do you prefer? Yowitzschild, of course, likes the right side since there are questions and the solutions are simply so dull, which is why I adore dazzling. Let's take this as an example of what I mean. As an example, consider biology. I have the option of circling every term that I come across. I can circle every verb in English. I generally come across, if you want to read anything quickly and comprehend what you're reading, you are, in fact, picking something to concentrate on will keep you occupied. This alert ensures that I am actively participating in reading since a lot of us do the trap of glancing through everything briefly, and then not fall into that, I didn't comprehend anything at the end. I recently acquired this study approach while I was at university for a semester. I began studying engineering and have never looked back since. The following study advice is to write these down, and ever to spend my leisure time in the library. It's incredibly helpful when we're studying a subject. It is quite simple for us to slip into the trap where we study separately and then watch a lot of YouTube videos on anything we don't know or comprehend in that section, then repeat. So a 1-hour study session becomes 4 hours and you only have time to do it for 3. So what do you do when you're studying? You record everything you learn while answering each question that arises after studying a specific subject. You jot down the questions, and please keep your responses in a notebook because there is a deadline. There's a good probability you'll need to refer to them. This is also beneficial since I sometimes waste so much time attempting to answer a question only for them to grasp an idea. You can explain it later in the textbook. There is no need to respond to the queries right now. You don't even have to begin whenever you edit the document. This is the same for a later topic. Lectures first, watch the entire talk before answering any questions that you may have. Have an additional tip written down. Distractions are also beneficial if you have a sudden desire or itch to go on Instagram or go online shopping. Make a list of your desires after learning, and use your notepad to complete all of these tasks. I have a whole video on how to concentrate when studying. Check it out when you've finished viewing this video. The second and final phase of planning your time. My best advice for time management is to divide the amount of time you want to study by 3, and spend twice as much time understanding the information. If you apply your information, you will learn more. Spend 2 days studying if you want to study for 3 days. Days of practice if you only have 6 hours, spend 4 of them practicing something else. Another tip for while practicing is to simply state that on previous year's queries, compile my elder sabbies are aware of all your corrections and that this is one of my favorite and most frequently used effective study strategies. Idea exam. This is the session. This is when you take a blank sheet of paper and jot down everything you can without forgetting about the subject. Rewrite everything you've forgotten out when you've finished referring to something, but I prefer the alternative technique of constructing one of my maps and gradually adding to it throughout the year. When you take a blank sheet of paper and jot down everything you can without forgetting about the subject, rewrite everything you've forgotten out when you've finished referring to something, but I prefer the alternative technique of constructing one of my maps and gradually adding to it throughout the year. Subscribing. If you've read this far, please leave a comment. Please indicate if you are patient or impatient in the comments section below. Check out my YouTube channel while studying. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.